Hey, what's up guys, welcome back. It's your boy Mondo. As promised, we are working on the C7 today. So this is the C7 that we cammed with the RPM cam and all that. Yeah, I think it chops pretty damn nice. We are on the stock converter still, so we didn't want to go too aggressive. But we fixed all the mechanical problems. All that's left is to dial in the tune, and hopefully we can make some good power out of it. I've been running into some tuning issues where this car is not as it's not as happy as my usual LTs timing wise. So we're gonna do some further diag. Maybe we have oversensitive knock sensors. Javi is actually here with me today, so he's gonna actually help me out with the diag. So what we're gonna be looking for today is for black smoke out the exhaust as a sign of detonation if the knock sensors are picking it up. I don't want to overly desensitize them because that can cause problems down the road if we get cheap gas or stuff like that and it starts detonating. These pistons have really thin ringlands, and that's the last thing we need is to cause detonation and crack those ringlands. So we are being overcautious with it. So good thing he's here today so he can spot that out for me, and if we do start running into some black smoke puffs out the exhaust, we will start backing off timing. But other than that, this car did have some pretty good gains from when I had it stock to the last couple pulls I've done. But before we start going full sand and revving it higher and all that, we are gonna verify for that timing. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so we're done a couple pulls, and I kept running into this problem where the throttle body was closing on me at 5700 RPM. So it makes this really nasty dip in the chart power wise and everything, because it's closing from 83% down to 60 some. So that's a huge percentage loss in airflow. Turns out there's a very small number that I had to skip, and we were right on the borderline of that. So right now when I added more airflow and richened it up, it passed that limit, and that's why we were closing the throttle body. So I increased that threshold, and hopefully we can make some more power out of it this next run. I'm really praying that that is our solution to half of the problems we're having with timing and throttle body closure and all that. So we went ahead and increased that, and we're about to find out if it fixed it. right, guys, so I'm about done with the Corvette. So all we really have left is to work the transmission a bit more. You guys will see right now 1 to 2 is a little bit wonky, but it's really hard to tell on the dyno what is causing it. So I'm gonna have Javi drive it around for a week or two, let the transmission learn its pressures, learn the adapters and all that, so we can take another look at it. Because the more I drove it, the more it started shifting. We think a lot has to do with traction, because we did spray some prep on it and it helped a lot. So just regarding that, let's look at the numbers. So solid line as usual. This is when it was stock with just a tune. I was making 364. So right now it's the same setup. All that really changed was just a cam, same exhaust, same intake, same everything, and we're up to 414. So we picked up a good 50 horsepower. This is still a 91. So I didn't try to add more timing. I left it at 21 degrees, which I think it's fairly good for 91. So all that really left is our next step would probably be a flex fuel sensor. That will give us a little bit more. But other than that, the car is ready to go. So as a reminder, this car has a stock manifold still, stock exhaust. All we really did was I think we did a resonator delete on it. So the car is pretty much stock manifold. All it has is a cam and the AFE cold air intake. So overall, I think 50 horsepower from a cam is really good. The manifold is choking us down a bit, because we did notice, I did notice, the manifold pressure was dropping at the higher RPMs. No matter the amount of timing and stuff that we were being, that we were pushing, mat pressure just kept dropping. So my next move is I already have a ported manifold for it at the house. I just have to bring it and install it. So once I have that coming in and have some downtime, I will have the car back and see how much we can actually gain from a ported manifold swap over a stock manifold. See if that will help. If not, we will probably be running it a little bit down the road with a BTR manifold. We're seeing the MSD, but MSD tends to be a pain in the ass, because from what we've seen, the bolts that hold the manifold lid together to the other manifold, to the bottom plenum, tend to loosen up over time. And obviously we can't Loctite it because it's a plastic manifold, and we can potentially strip the plastic that holds the nuts on there. So that's what we were seeing. The BTR manifold seems very promising. Looks badass. As of right now, I haven't tested it, but this will probably be the first car I do. That if we don't have any other customer with one. But yeah, my next step is manifold swap and hopefully an E85 sensor. We will see what Javi wants to do. After all, it is his budget. So it all depends if he wants to go with the BTR or if he wants to test out the ported manifold. Either or, we hope to see some gains. But right now our limiting factor is intake, because the moment your mat pressure starts dropping, it means the engine is using up more air than than the manifold or the throttle body and all that are sucking in. So like I said, this is a stock car pretty much. We just dropped in the RPM cam. So with some more octane, we should be able to run it a little bit more aggressive, make some more power out of it. But other than that, we are done for today. I'm gonna give you guys another rundown of the car. So it is a super clean C7. Yeah, I just love this car, and most of you guys know I'm not a GM guy, but it's super clean. Other than that, guys, we are done for today. We did do a few quarter mile testing on the dyno. That's how I was testing out the transmission. Unfortunately, the 1 to 2 was really wonky. I wasn't happy with it, so I'm out of time for today. So hopefully next time on the tire we won't be having that problem. But yeah, this does conclude today's video. Once again, I truly appreciate your guys' support, and I will see you guys next week. So don't forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. But definitely I appreciate all the support you guys are giving us, and I will see you next week.